Alright. Here we go. Both of the lives are good. Alright. I think we're all set. Just do one more thing real quick and then we'll go everything out. Alright. Everything's set. No. Alright. So today's stream, I'm planning on only having like an hour stream. I know we're 5 minutes in, but I'm not gonna count that. So like around hour, 10 minutes or something like that, I'll probably end stream. But basically to start the stream, I'm gonna recap what I worked on in last stream, and then from there start working on like what I'm gonna work on. So in last stream, I like before the stream started, I started working on this parking garage, and then during the stream, I like made two houses. I think I made this house right here and this house right here, and then we started working on this conversation device over here. I looked up a tutorial of like how to do it. So basically like you use a conversation device, and then down here when you scroll there's a thing right here for conversations, and then you could like make conversations in this over here, like this conversation bank. So I'm gonna make another one for the other characters, but so far I only have one for Tommy T, and I'm still working on that one. But before I like start working on the more like conversation and response things, what I want to do to start is I want for this stream I want to work on the day sequence. So I looked up how to make the quote unquote graphics or visuals more realistic. So I'm going to pop that up real quick and show you ChatGPT. I looked this up, and apparently this is how it's gonna look better. So, fixed time 7 p.m., sunset, sun brightness 4.0, skylight intensity, clouds low, all that. So I'm gonna just copy this real quick and see how that looks, and then we'll go from there. So fixed 7 p.m. Wait, so how would that work? I think that's correct. Sun brightness. Brightness. I'm not seeing that as an option. To 4. Okay. Sun brightness, skylight intensity. Oh wait, no, that's 1.7. What's the other one then? Sun brightness. Sunlight intensity. So where's sun brightness at then? I've seen it before, so I know it's a thing. Sunlight. Priority. Not seeing sun brightness. Sky clouds. Skylight? Cloud speed low. Let's see if that's a thing. Cloud speed low. A sequence device. Dun, dun, dun. Just had a brain fog. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do. Time of day fixed. Time of sweet spot 18 to 19. Gives long shadows plus sunset glow without being too dark. Sunset. Sun. Okay, we're done with that. Sunlight. Where's the sun option? I don't see the sun option. I don't see sun as an option. Quick range, one click change, time of day, sun brightness, sun. Where's sun brightness? I'm not seeing an option. I need to look this up. Did they get rid of it or something? Day sequence device. Yeah, there's no sun brightness. There is no sun no brightness slider here. Brightness comes from exposure plus sunlight, not the sun itself. Enable sun disk optional. Enable skylight intensity 1.5 to 1.8. Lower temperature color to black or very dark. This is where most sun brightness actually comes. Yeah. Clouds coverage. What about fog? Guess we'll go into fog first. Fog contribution. Bro, like uh cloud coverage, and turn it off for now. Skylight, low hemorrhage color. How does that look realistic though? Is it supposed to be nighttime? Alright. Clouds. Oh wait. Sunlight. Oh wait, it's talking about. Oh, it says sun. Oh, okay, wait, I was tripping. When it talks about the sun, it's talking about. Okay, sun brightness. It's talking about this 2.5. Forgot what color it was. No, let me just make a new one. Okay. Excuse me. Yo, I'm on Fortnite now. I just updated my Fortnite. Nice. Alright, so let me restart this then. In general, what is it saving? In general, we have fixed time. Time, oh no, that's the wrong thing. Put it to 19, and then we could close that for now. Okay, for sunlight, or sun brightness, we're gonna put 2.5. Skylight intensity. We put to 1.2. Alright, hold up. On the settings, day sequence, time, enable sun disk. Is sun disk a thing? I'm guessing that's flare. I'm not sure what it's trying. Skylight 1.6 and make it black. Okay. Is that it for that? 6. Yes, okay, and then for clouds, saying the coverage 0.4, cloud speed 0.02, opacity 0.5. Everything else stays the same for the cloud. Okay, atmosphere. Device setting, select up this part. This is where actual brightness is contributed. Post process volume, is that even a thing? Okay, let's see. Infinite extension, unbound. Contrast. Starting, priority. Starting strength, blend. There's no post process. Volume. World settings, check these. How do I check world settings? I don't think that's related. I gotta figure out how to check world settings. There's a world. Where would world settings be? Hmm. Alright, we'll figure that in a little bit. So nothing that doesn't exist. Realistic. Day sequence, exposure, high light, device, world, okay. Alright, now let's go back into this device over here. Okay, sun, this, black clouds, full atmosphere. This is atmosphere, is that supposed to be fog? Slightly blue / gray. Fog density 0.02. Fog height fallout 0.2. And the color fog color dark blue / gray. Let's choose dark blue and see what that looks like. There's like a dark blue. That's not really a dark blue though. That's like a light blue. There's a darker. Do something like that. Or gray. Do gray and see what that looks. Alright, okay. Fog. Well, starting distance. Is that a thing? It's like kind of getting the settings, but it's also not. Value X too high, fog too close. Alright. Fog height fallout 0.2. Fog shadowy color RGB 60. Hint fog and shadow slightly for realism. Give mood urban sunset look. Volume that volume matrix. What's the setting? Starting distance. On effect adapt to streets and align shadows look. Starting distance. Is that even a setting? I don't think that's a setting. No starting distance. Fog height. Fog height. There's only fog height fallout. Effect base. Keep at 0 unless you want floating fog for cinematic effect. Fog height. I think, I don't know, there's no fog height, so I don't know if it means fog fall off. What it means. I think I'm just gonna keep it like that for now. Summary. Light height. Okay. I think that this looks a lot more realistic for sure. Like the coloring at least. There's still some work to do with like the actual materials, where a lot of the materials don't look as realistic, but the lighting definitely gives it a pop for sure. Thank you very much. for your for letting me know the map is looking a lot better. Alright. I think the lighting looks perfect now. But I also don't want it to look this dark when I'm trying to work on the map, so I'm gonna try to make it so then let's see if it fixes it. Fade in. There has to be a way to, or where's day sequence day? If I just type it in. There has to be a way to make it so I could like not see it right now, right? Or am I tripping? Like there has to be a setting. Make it so then you can make it so then it's not as dark right now. Because like with this, it's hard to see stuff. I guess it's fine. It looks very real, a lot more realistic now. So that's good. Alright. Now that we finished the lighting a little bit. Oh wait, I just realized I should probably add light post for lights. Oh, there's also environmental lighting. Light post. For a street light. If I look up street light, should street lights. Okay, there we go. Alright, we'll just keep it like that for now. And then I'll put this, where should I put this? I'll put this over here on the sidewalk. Or it doesn't go on the sidewalk, it would go like over here. Something like that. Alright. Now we'll work on the conversation device stuff. So let me go into here. This is the fun part. This is like my favorite part. Because it's like so random. Like you could just make it whatever you want. Alright, so this pizza, what do you know? Here for pizza, nah, what do you know? I feel like maybe instead of saying what do you know, first thing he should say, what are you here for then? What are you here for? Question mark. Here for pizza. Don't care, yeah. What would you like? Don't care. Do you know who I am? Don't really care. Hoodrat told me what you've been up to. Know who I am. And have another one say nothing. Alright, so now we gotta like make it so then some of them actually have a function. If you say nothing, then it takes you out of the text. So we have to like put this somewhere where it's like when you say certain things it takes you out. But it's like, how does that work, right? That's what I'm trying to figure out is like on response 1 I want to make it so then it just takes you out. But then there's going to be other responses where you get something, but how's it going to take you out of the text? I got to figure out how to do that. Event number 1. So let me go out of this real quick and see. See, and I can't even switch it. I have to go into I have to actually go into Fortnite to change this. Or maybe I don't. Exit all conversation, exit conversation. On what is this called? Conversation device. On conversation event 1. Exit all conversations. Alright. What are you here for? Here for pizza? No, what are you here for? Wait, that doesn't make sense if you're saying here for pizza? Nah, what are you here for? Let me actually cut this one because this one doesn't make sense with that. So when you say not, he responds with what are you here for, and then you say I know about your sauce scandal or nothing. Or maybe if you say nah, then it I feel like I have too many responses right now, so like I need to figure out a way to limit everything. So I'm just gonna disconnect this real quick. But alright. Nah. If you say nah, then it goes into response 1. I feel like that makes more sense. Here for pizza, and if you say nah, then it just exits the conversation. Here for pizza, don't care. Yeah, okay. Okay, don't care. Do you, instead of saying do you know who I am first thing, I think he should say, let me move this down a little bit. Is there a way to like, okay, perfect. What did he tell you? What are you here for? Alright. There we go. Okay, that makes more. So, here for pizza, nah, and then it just leaves conversation, and then he says get out. Here for pizza, don't care. What are you here for? Here for pizza, don't care, and then he says what are you here for, and then say nothing, or I know about your sauce scandal. What did he tell you? Okay. Do you know who I am? What are you here for? Do you know who I am? I know about your sauce scandal. Do you know who I am? Tommy T. Okay, what did he tell you? Your sauce is moldy. I know about your sauce scandal. What did he tell you? Do you know who I am? Harriet told me what you've been up to. I know about your sauce scandal. Hoodrat told me what you've been up to. Dude, I'm kind of stuck on like where to go from here. Hoodrat told me what you've been up to. Really? I know about your sauce scandal. Hoodrat told me what you've been up to. You know who I am. Hoodrat told me what you've been up to. If I repeat it enough times, I might be able to come up with something new. Alright. I know about your sauce scandal. You know who I am. Hoodrat told me what you've been up to. Really? I know about your sauce scandal. Hoodrat told me what you've been up to. Really? What do you know? I know about your sauce scandal. I know about your sauce scandal. What do you? Wrong thing response. Don't really care. Tommy T. Don't. When you say, "Do you know who I am?" What should he respond with? Say, "Here for pizza. Don't care. What are you here for? Nothing. You know who I am, Tommy T." Do you know who I am? Right now. Wrong response. Uh, what are you here for? Question mark. Don't care. Nothing. And Sasuke. Right here. I don't. Tommy, don't really care. Get out. What are you here for? Nothing. Do you know who I am? I don't. Tommy T. Do you know who I am? No, I don't. Why are you here? Do you know? Okay. Here for pizza. Don't care. What are you here for? Nothing. I know about your sauce scandal. Hood rat. You know. What are you here for? I know about your sauce scandal. Do you know who I am? Hood rat told me what you've been up to. What do you know? What are you here for? Nothing. I am. Do you know who I am? What are you here for? I know about your sauce scandal. I know about your sauce scandal. What do you know? Hood rat told me what you've been up to. Tell me I know about your sauce. What do you know? Hoodrat told me your sauce is moldy. Another thing. Scan. Hoodrat told me what. Cheese stack. You and cheese stack? Nah. I think little Patty. Tommy T and little Patty. Cheese stack. Bun boy. You and bun boy. You and sloppy Joe. I think either bun boy or Tommy T and little Patty. Oh no, little Patty kind of sounds weird. Maybe Zach Bun Boy. You and Bun Boy. Sauce Boss, but he's not sauce. We definitely should have a Sauce Boss or something like that. Dermot. What? You and Dermot McSlurp. What? Lord of the Fries? Bruh. You and Little Patty are laundering money. I'll just keep that. Keep Little Patty. What do you know? You and Little Patty laundering money. Alright. Alright. I think that's good for now. Now I just gotta add another NPC. I'll take this one where the rat is. What the heck, where am I? We'll just have him here for now. Alright. Let's make another conversation device. Rename to Hood Rat Conversation. Set conversation box colors 7. Set conversation speaker name. Play conversation. Speaker animation to play. Speaker animation. Alright, we'll just start with the basics for now. Let me close this real quick. I'm trying to like. Sorry if it seems like I'm doing nothing. I'm trying to figure out a way to make the. Like, I'm thinking about in my head how to make what the rat says add up to like what this is talking about, kind of, where it's like the rat has his own kind of quote unquote lore, but also like he you could talk to him about the scandal and all that. So I'm trying to figure out a way to put that all together. Alright. We're just gonna stay here for now. To be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this map by next week because of the fact that I'm trying to add like this whole dialogue thing of the characters. Like I'm trying to create this storyline. I'm creating it from scratch. Like going into this, I was kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna make a map that's like a battle royale kind of map in a way. Like there's no building, but like you kind of just go excuse me, you kind of just go around the city and you could fight each other, but then you could also do quests to get gold or to get more gold and all that stuff. But it's like it's kind of becoming like a whole story game in a way too, where like each character has their own um thing to say. So I'm trying to figure out like how to go, like I don't know, because right now it's only two characters that I have like a storyline for kind of, but there's gonna be more than three characters, you know? So I'm trying to figure out how to go about that. But I'm working on the rats dialogue right now. I know you can't see it yet, but I'm about to add it to the thing. So I'm just gonna stay right here for now. Even though it looks like I'm not doing anything on the side, I am looking into this. Alright, now we could Oh, wrong things. Or How'd you get down here? I'm not really sure. I just fell in. Haha, you're lucky, man. No one normally ends up down here by accident. Okay, I'll tell you something, but you gotta run your mouth. But that we're not gonna do that yet. I've been looking around these sewers for a while. Wrong thing. I'm trying to speech. Okay. Pause. Okay, I see. Hey, wait. Sure, I just fell in. What the heck? Looking for. Hey. I have to have another one where it's like none of your business. Then on that response, just auto arrange too. That's what I've been doing. For a second, I thought you could do like a AI something, but I think that's something else. Set conversation text speed. Hey, wait, how do you get down here? I'm not really sure. I fell in. Haha, you're lucky. I've been looking around these sewers for a while. Wait, what? Or down here. Just exploring, looking for info, not sure. Low key, I need to like I need to write this down in a document so then I have like each response and all that, and then I could like come up with a better storyline. Because right now I'm just going off the dome kind of like what he's asking or saying. Alright. We're kind of cooking, I think. Alright, I've been looking around these sewers for a while. Wait, what you've been looking down for here? Just exploring, looking for info. Not sure yet. Okay. Careful. Please. The wrong thing. Looking for info. Quick. Hey, tricky stuff down here. Like, we're looking for info, not the wrong thing. Keep on forgetting that the speech is like when the other person's talking. Tap and take Wrong thing. Bitter random jumps with. All right. Yo, what's up? I don't like. It's like I need to just like have a board where I have like what the storyline is, and then I could go from there. Because right now I'm just freeballing it, and it's like each character has their own way of talking, along with like their own lore. So like I'm trying to figure out how to like how I want the person playing to respond, and then how the character is talking, which is the speech. Because like the rat is in the sewer, so he's like kind of like frantic, but he also knows like almost everything, and he's kind of like this rat that hides in the sewer. Potentially. What's your Twitch or your Twitter? $3D logo design, Twitch email, followed by sure, I'll follow you. Wait, we're down here. Exploring, looking for info, not sure. Exploring, looking for info about what? You know, wrong thing. Business. Wait, let me look something up. Fortnite AI voice. Fortnite voice change for UEFM. I have to see if there's a video on Fortnite. Of course. Creating custom dialogue in Fortnite. I'm not finding like anything helpful necessarily of like how to actually see. And no one up down by accident. Before I like, let me attach this to him. Hey, where is it in the thing that it makes us then could add the dialogue to the character? Oh, it's in this. Okay, so I have to add that down there. Let me do that real quick. So close, man. Perturbation event 1. Alright, so instead of saying conversation device, we'll rename this to Tommy T conversation. Then character device, we'll make, wait, why is this? Wait, instead of having him in there, I think we should have a separate thing for characters. Don't mind my spelling. I'm a great speller for sure. And we'll move this to there. Boom, and then this as well. We'll move this to character as well. Instead of naming it character, it should be characters. Characters, plural. There we go. Alright. So now see. We'll change the character device to the name of the character, Tommy T. Alright, and then this is Hood Rat. And then this is Little Patty. So let me go into one of the conversations because I don't know how I spelt it. Perfect. This is looking a lot better. Just to make sure it's connected to the right thing. Initial Hood Rat, yes, yes, yes. Hood Rat. Show name. Initial bubble range. Boom. Alright. Where to go from here? I guess we could start adding the Der Burger thing. I know I still have a ways to go with the whole what do you call it? Like the whole dialogue slash the conversations that each character has. Like there's still missing pieces with that and the actual function of that, of what each response does. Because right now none of them actually have a function, it's just there. Let's truck. What are the food trucks called? Truck. Commercial food truck. Food truck. What's the difference though? Is one like actually open? Okay, we'll do this one because it actually looks the most realistic. We'll do a rotation. Obviously, with the whole rotation stuff, we're gonna have things not rotated perfectly because life is not perfect. So it doesn't make sense for everything to be like at a perfect angle. But for now, I'm just having it at a 90-degree angle. And now I have the conversation. Huh. Now we need to add one more. Boom. Okay, entry. And then speak. Um, what to put from this response? We'll just have. Alright, so now it should be connected and everything. Alright, so like I said, it's not anywhere near as done, but I think the time that I've spent on it this stream, um, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in game real quick to see what it actually looks like. And then from there, I'll do a little recap of what I worked on today. Alright. I think we're in the game now. I think coloring wise it looks good, but at the same time it's also a little bit too dark. So we're just gonna test a few things out. So first we're gonna test this ATM. Tap ATM. Bruh. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Dude. Bets. Alright. So that works. I'm proud of that. That's like my first thing that I worked on. Basically, you have to submit the four digits or whatever. And it's like it wobbles back and forth. And then when you complete the four digits, it has this animation where it falls over, and you also get 10 gold for completing it, and it restarts every minute, quote unquote. So while we wait on that, we'll come over here. Need to fix that. Hold up. Let me go into UFN and add that. Right. Conversation. One other thing I want to change is in here. Maybe I shouldn't do a Penley. Should make it. I want to make it so there's like bounties, but I don't know if that will work. But like it will if I actually make it possible. But bro, what is this thing on about? It's not even working. Alright, let me go over here. I need to fix that as well, I guess. Alright. So I also need to fix where the dialogue is located. I want it to be like above their head. Right there. Same thing for Tommy T. Same thing for Hood Rats. We're gonna end the game right here and see if we could fix that thing. Alright. Let's start it again and see if it works properly. Oh, shoot. Alright, so I think we actually have to make it so then see that looks a little bit better because when it's on dark, like you can't see anything. This says talk to Hood Rat. What are you here for? And alright, we're gonna end the game for now. Not like end the game, but let's see. I'm trying to see what the sewer thing like enable used by any team. Inject one fail. Enable hidden traveler Is this the second one? Yes. Okay. And enable hidden. Enable trailer behind. Trailing. You want to hit it inside this row. Trailer set first. Activate and spy LTM. Alright, I'm gonna push changes for now and see if that fixes everything. Alright. Why is the sewer thing not up here? I don't understand like why you can't see it. Activate and spy LTM. No clue why it doesn't work. And this conversation device still says hood rat, but it's not hood rat. It's glitched. Right. So is there no way to go down to the sewers? Alright, I'm gonna try this one more time. Alright. Alright, we're in game now. Alright. We'll just do this for now then, and then we'll work on the other stuff in the next stream. So, you could talk to this NPC right here, talk to Tommy T, and there's the different responses. Is there a different way to... I'll look a tutorial off stream because I spent a lot of time working on this, but okay. Pretty much, you could talk to this NPC, and this NPC's name is Tommy T, and he asked here for pizza, and you could say yeah, nah, or don't care. If you say don't care, then he says, what are you here for? And then you could either say I know about your scandal or nothing, and if you say nothing, then you say do you know who I am, and then you could choose from don't really care, Good Rat told me what you've been up to, Tommy T, no I don't. If you say you don't know who he is, he says I'm Tommy T, and then from there I'm still working on responses, but like if you don't care, then you could say nah, and then he'll just say get out. And then, or if you say yeah, and then you could choose between different pizzas. It doesn't have any function yet, but it's the idea that counts for now. As well as if you click don't care, and then you say I know about your scandal, like there's nothing that goes on yet, but pretty much with the other two characters, there's gonna be dialogue related to either the Pizza Pit, which is Tommy T's restaurant, or the Rat, who kind of knows everything about everyone in a way, and he lives in the sewers. But I'm still trying to figure out how to make this functional, because in UEFN over here I have a porta potty, but in game you can't see it, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fix that. But yeah, besides that, the other thing that has like a function to it is this ATM over here. So you gotta type in the 4 pins, 1 2 3. Oh, I missed it. Okay, there's 4 pins, you just gotta hit it 4 times. It wobbles around because it's like kind of like you're using a heart monitor thing on it or something. Like it's not gonna just go side to side, you know, like you have to actually find it. Type in the 4 codes, 1 2 3 4, got it. And then after you finish it, every minute it resets, as well as when you are successful you get 10 gold. But that's pretty much it for now. Yeah, just a little recap on the stream. We added the characters and the conversation device into a folder, and then worked on the Hood Rat's dialogue related to like how you got down there, like how did you get down into the sewer, as well as like kind of slowly getting into like why are you down there, whether it be like you're looking for info, you're just exploring, or you're not sure. Then he's gonna have more responses related to that. So yeah, right now it's kind of like the in-between of working on the storyline and also working on the functionality of like what the things do, because right now like it's kind of all over the place, where it's like there's kind of a storyline, but there's also missing parts to the storyline, and then also some of the things that I want to have a function to, where it's like when you complete this task it does something where right now it doesn't. So just fixing that up, and then also cleaning up the like adding more houses, and then cleaning up this area over here as well, and then also the surrounding area as well as the grass, like figuring out a way to kind of clean up the map. And then with all of that, by sometime next week it will be done. And with doing the streams, it helps as well, because then I'm just streaming me working on the map, and then I could kind of be like, okay, this is why I did this stream, and this is why I'm going to do this stream, as well as, you know, off stream a little bit, work on little things here and there. And then if I do that, you know, I say it on stream before I end it. But yeah, that's it for this stream. Hope y'all enjoyed. See y'all in the next stream.